studio med Live.
Yeah, we got a situation, locked down and I'm trapped in the basement. I'm a victim of replacement cause you're acting so loud, they're trying to put across your statement. Oh, huh. Yeah, we got a situation, locked down and I'm trapped in the basement. I'm a victim of replacement cause you're acting so loud, they're trying to put across your statement. Oh, 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 huh. Cause I know you struggle, choke when you see it, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it. Cause I know you struggle, choke when you see love grow. You lie, ha 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 ha, I was right. All alone, good job, you fucked it up. Cause we used to be the cool kids, you were old school, I was on the new shit. We were addicted to the blueprint, but we threw it in the flame and now we never gonna trace it. Oh, 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 oh. Cause we used to be the cool kids, you were old school, I was on the new shit. We were addicted to the blueprint, but we threw it in the flame and now we never gonna trace it. Oh, 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 oh. Cause I know you struggle, so when you see it, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it. Cause I know you struggle, so when you see love grow. You lie, ha 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 ha, I was right. All alone, good job, you fucked it up. It's a front, good job, you fucked it up.
Hi Charli, XCX, and welcome to Finland.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Have you ever been to Finland before?
Yeah, I have actually. My old flatmate is Finnish, and he lives in Joensuu. So we went there, and then we came to Helsinki for a couple of days. So I've been before, yes, and I like it. It's nice.
How did you like Joensuu?
It was kind of cold, well, really cold, like, and really snowy, and kind of like creepy as well. Like we kind of like went went through the woods at night and stuff like that, and it was kind of spooky. And he lives in like a tiny village where there's like no one, so it was kind of weird. And the person in the house opposite him was like murdered or died. It was like something really weird. I don't know. So it was kind of creepy, but it was fun. It was cool.
So you had a nice first encounter with Finland.
I did. No, I like it here though. It's cool. I do like it. I like it.
But let's talk a bit about you. You were first introduced as an artist on our channel last fall, and back then your single You're the One was picked as a track of the week by one of our DJs. But you have been singing since you were 7.
That sounds really like I don't know, like child star when you say it like that. But I mean, when I was 7, I was just like forming a band in the playground with my friends, and we were like singing Britney Spears covers into our hairbrushes. It wasn't serious at all. I first started like seriously making music when I was 15, which I guess is still quite young.
And you released your first single when you were 15.
I started putting stuff on MySpace, and this guy who was running a lot of raves and warehouse parties in London contacted me and asked me to come and play. So every weekend I'd drive up to London from where I live to go and play these parties, and I kind of got into the scene then, I guess.
How was it like to play at rave parties?
It was kind of weird. Like, I'd never experienced anything like that. I lived in like the countryside. I didn't live in London. My only reference point was like movies and TV that I'd seen. So it was weird, and like I went with my parents as well, which at the time I thought was like really uncool. But now I'm like, oh yeah, my parents are pretty cool actually. So it's kind of like this weird family outing thing, I guess. It was cool though.
What did you do with your family? How does a family go together at a rave?
Well, we'd all like drive up at like probably like 11 or something. We'd get there for 12, and then we'd just kind of do our thing. Like, my mum and dad would like stand at the back usually and just kind of like, I don't know, and I'd like walk around because I knew people there, and my parents knew people there as well. Actually, it was kind of weird. And then we'd leave at like 6 in the morning, and we'd like go and get breakfast on like Sunday morning. So it was kind of cool.
What was the most epic rave party you ever been to?
Probably one of the first ones I did actually, and it was in this old peanut factory, this like disused peanut factory, and it was so old, and like it was all wooden floor, but there were so many people jumping that the floor was like going like this. And we thought the floor was going to, like, collapse. So my mum and dad were like, come and stand on the edge of the room with us. I was like, okay, Mum. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. That was cool.
And you were really young when you signed with a record label. How was it like to get sucked into the music business at such a young age?
It was kind of, well, at the time, you know, it was really, really exciting. And it still is exciting. But I think when I was younger, I was very... You know, like, obviously when you start something new, and especially at that age, you don't really know anything about it. Like, I didn't know anything about the workings of the music industry, and I think I found it quite difficult to adapt. I was very shy and very, like, you know, I didn't really know who I was as a person, and who does when they're 15, you know. And the whole thing was just quite, like, extreme and traumatic sometimes, because I feel like there's definitely, like, highs and lows in this industry, and when I was 15, I took that really personally, and like I couldn't take criticism well and stuff like that. So it was kind of weird, but I feel like now I'm kind of cool with it. You know, like I know what to care about and what not to care about and things like that.
Your music now is a bit different from the time when you were singing Britney Spears to a hairbrush.
Yeah.
It's pop music with a dark atmosphere in the background and some mystical twists to it. When did you decide that this is the kind of music you want to make?
Well, I think it was probably in 2010, 2011 when I went to LA for one of the first times, and I'd done this really unsuccessful writing trip. I was writing with all of these really big producers, and nothing was really coming out that I was connecting to. And then the day that I was meant to leave, I had like 2 hours left, and I went and met this guy, Ariel Rechtshaid, and we wrote, in that 2 hours, we wrote a song called Stay Away, which is on my record. And just from that moment, I just knew straight away, like, that it was meant to be, and that this is how I wanted my record to sound. So he's kind of the main producer on the album. And yeah, I guess it was just from that point on that I felt something again to do with music, because I'd kind of fallen out of love with it. But that song made me kind of, you know, connect again.
You wrote the song I Love It for the Swedish pop duo Icona Pop. How did you end up making a hit song for them?
Well, I was in Sweden. I was on a writing trip for myself, actually, and I was working with this guy, Patrick Berger, and he sent me 2 tracks, one of which was You're the One, which ended up on my record, and one of it which was a really rough demo of I Love It. And I just sat in my hotel room and I wrote I Love It in like half an hour. I wrote the top line. And then I went to the studio and I was like, I have this song, what do you think? And Patrick was like losing his mind. He was like, it's so good. I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's not right for me though, you know? And then we just needed someone to sing it, you know. And so Iconopop came down to the studio like a week later, and they were really into it, and they put their own spin on it. They did their own thing. They sung over my vocal, and they took it to like a whole nother place. And now it's becoming a hit, and I'm like, yes, it's good. It's cool. It's really cool.
Okay, but here in Studio B, we're going to hear one more song for you, which is called What I Like. Why did you choose that song?
I think it's coming out next. I think it's going to be on iTunes as like a pre-download, I think. I don't even know if I meant to say that. But and it's one of my favourite from the record, so I hope you enjoy it.
Dancing in my house again, your t-shirts on the floor, yeah, we're undressing in my house again. You know just what I like. You call me up at 6, come round and dressing in my house again. Your t-shirts on the floor, yeah, we're undressing in my house again. You know just what I like. To come around, you be knocking on my front door, playing board games, horror films with the super gore. You were cute from the start, yeah, I'm pretty sure. You were like the medicine I wanted more. All along I wanted someone to vibe with. Found the guy I want the rest of my life with. Ha, we know some husband and wife shit. I don't really care, cause I know that I like it. And when the clouds part open, when the last word is spoken, when the last heart been broken, we'll be sitting on your bedroom floor still smoking. And when the clouds part open, when the last word is spoken, when the last heart been broken, we'll be sitting on your bedroom floor still smoking, smoking, smoking. You call me up at 6 and run and dressing in my house again. Your t-shirts on the fire where I'm dressing in my house again. You know just what I like. You call me up at 6 and run and dressing in my house again. Your t-shirts on the fire where I'm dressing in my house again. You know just what I like. But now I got a plan, I hope you're gonna be my man. I can see us cushy in the house right by the ocean sand. And when I wanna cry, I hope you're gonna hold my hand. And when the shit goes down, I hope you're gonna make a stand. This shit is super wild, this shit is super cool, this shit is kinda gangster, I think I'm into you. This shit is super wild, this shit is super cool, this shit is kinda gangster, I think I'm into you. Call me up at 6, come round and dressing in my house again. T-shirts on the floor, yeah, we're undressing in my house again. You know just what I like. Call me up at 6, come round and dressing in my house again. Your t-shirts on the floor, yeah, we're undressing in my house again. You know just what I like.